Definitely a smarter choice if you are shopping at Incredible Connection. I've got Ricardo Govender, the main man from Incredible Connection Gateway, this afternoon to talk to us about technology again. And this time, I think I've been this is the most excited I've ever been for technology.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's amazing. It's the 3D printer this week.
Yeah, dude.
So it's something that's something that's current.
Yeah,
and it's taking the market by storm.
So there you go. Ricardo said it already. It's in right now. It's taking the market by storm. And I want to start right there. You know, when we speak technology, right, and the kids of today, there's always something in the market for them. Now, this might be the new gadget you are going to get this Christmas, kids, if you're listening in, because I think it's really cool and I think there's an educational point of view here. So let's start off with the 3D printer, right? It is Creality, right?
100%, yeah.
Creality. Reality with a C. Creality. I like that. It's creative as well. Let's start from the point of for kids, right? I remember we were talking off air. We spoke about all the things we can make. I want to start there because a little kid is going now, ooh, I want a 3D printer because I can make myself toys. Is that true?
Yeah, so 100%. So what we could actually do is, well, first of all, the printer itself, I want to start with giving a price point for the entry level.
Okay, so let's go there, yeah.
So at 4,500 rands, 4,499 rands,
yeah.
You're getting the printer that's behind me.
Yes, you can see it on TikTok right now.
You also get a free filament with it. It's almost like you would call it like an ink.
The ink, yes.
It's
the 3D
filament,
ink, basically.
100%.
Now, the filament, let's talk about that for a second. I see a roll behind it. It's like that movie kind of roll.
Yeah.
Is that a full roll you get with the printer when you buy it?
100%. So picture like almost for listeners, that is, almost like a cotton roll, cotton reel. So this is basically like a reel of plastic little tubes. And so it basically comes with one of those, generally a white or a black in color. And so the kids can actually go and download the Creality app, and be able to print right off there, maybe like a toy, like this particular one here I have in my hand. It's a kind of a dragon.
Yeah, it's a cool dragon, man.
It prints out moving. So when I say that, is like as soon as it's printed out, you can actually pick it up, and it actually moves. All the parts are interlinked and joins, and it's movable.
Yeah, and I think on the point of these toys in these days, we know how fidgety kids are, and the fidgets was a thing back in the day. This in your hand is basically a fidget. Like as soon as I picked that up, I was enthralled, man. That was a whole gadget. It's so cool. So let's go back to the filament for a second, in case somebody's listening right now, because I legit got a message saying, let me see. K Fenner says, woohoo, a 3D printer. It's on my wish list. Didn't know they sold it. Well, now you know. So the filament, do you guys sell the replacement as well?
Yeah, so it's from 200 to 300 rands, so in between those prices. So they're very affordable, and multiple colors as well. So you get your red, your blue, your black, your white, silver or gray. Then you get different types of filament as well from Creality.
Different types.
We'll touch on that a little bit later, but you get certain things like ABS filament for your car bumpers or car accessories.
Okay.
So you can actually design a part for your car of your imagination, and be able to print it out.
That's really cool. Yeah, I was going to ask about in the home setting. Before we get there, I see there's another toy there I have to talk about as well. There's a whole X&O there.
Yeah.
Did you make that to play with the staff?
Yes. So this is as well. Kids can actually be able to make toys of this nature and educational toys. There's also a website called thinkcad.com where you can actually download.
Say that again for me.
ThinkCAD.
Okay.
ThinkCAD, yes, ThinkCAD.
There you go, right?
So basically, on the website, you can actually download your pieces or your CAD pieces to actually make Legos or blocks.
Oh wow!
Or little sticks with movable parts for the kids.
I never even thought about Legos.
And you can actually it's a fun user phase, so they can actually design it. They can think about it, they can design it, and immediately print it. And that's the process of learning how to use a printer itself and technology. So it's
if somebody's looking to buy this now, they're thinking, okay, I've got the printer, I got the filament, what else do I need? I'm sure they need a laptop or a device connected to it, right, to create this thing.
Okay, 100% good point. So yeah, you would need a laptop. So or even your phone. Certain programs run off your phone itself, and you can link wirelessly to certain printers. However, your computer will be the main input device, so you can download again programs, example like your Creality program or your CAD system program for your engineers. Certain other programs from thinkcad.com, and even from I think Inland Filament as well. You can also find them on TikTok. They have their own program as well that you can actually design what you want to, and be able to print it out.
And in 2026, technology improving, there's still kids that don't know how to use an actual printer, like a paper printer. But now they're actually using 3D printers in 2026. I mean, you said that a kid can go on and create their own design and then print it. That just shows the usability. It's for like all ages.
100%.
It's really cool.
They can even print little, storage baskets for them, for their toys or for their items they have, things around the room, just to get them, involved in actually creating a little keyring as well, and movable. So just to get them involved, creating, educating themselves, and it's also it's quite interesting to them because it's a new type of, device where they can, I would say, the mind can wander and be able to really create
creativity,
something.
yes.
100%.
I love that you brought things here, right? Things that you've made, like a show and tell. And it's taking me to the school and the education scene, because I'm thinking, how many things, like, school projects you could make. Like, I remember going back to like high school where we had to make a watchtower, grade 7 where we had to make a volcano. Is this possible in the school scene? Can we possibly use a 3D printer to create our projects? I mean, a smarter way.
100%. So basically, one of the programs, you'll find them on TikTok as well. The company is Inland Filament. They actually have designs to create gears. And once you print them out, you snap them together and be able to make a movable project,
Damn, okay.
So the guys can actually see that type of item come to life and not just buy it, but actually make it and create it themselves.
That is really, 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 really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I remember you talking to me about as well with the education scene. You said you have somebody that's working with you currently right now.
Yeah. So
can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So UKZN at the moment, I'm working with Professor Lelika. So she basically has one of these printers that we've sold her, and what she does is scans a bone specimen and be able to actually print the deformed, I would say, bone specimen, so she can show her students, the physical unit, and even show her patients as well how the bone is actually looking at the moment. In fact, we're busy with a project at the moment whereby she wants to scan a deformed skull, and borrow it and kind of scan it and be able to print it out onto a 3D machine. So we're busy with that particular project at the moment. We just put a quote together to get it off.
That is amazing.
But it's amazing that it can be used in that setting, and to create a real physical vibe with it,
Yeah, and the fact that technology in this day and age, some of the times it's being used for the wrong reasons, and this is one of the reasons it should be being used for. It's like those things you see on TikTok, the guy will like, this week I made with my 3D printer, and then he's taking out like random things, but then he's got useful things as well. Let's talk about those useful things in the households. So you showed me a little basket before.
Yeah, so you can, this is a small basket.
I would like put rings in there or something, or like chains.
Well, if you can use your imagination, you can imagine something for the sink, or even a larger item, a toolbox for your for certain tools. You can make if you have a fragile type of drill that you want to fit properly, you can actually design that drill case holder type of thing. Something to hold glass or champagne bottles. You can really go off.
It's basically anything and anything at this possible, like everything and anything at this point, because like the imagination and creativity behind it is what's driving it. I'm looking at this and I can't believe this is 3D printed. This is something I would go to a shop and buy. Like
100%.
You can go to a shop and buy this to store things. Like I'm looking at it right now, and you said in the kitchen, this could legit store a whole damn sponge. This was made by a 3D printer. How crazy. Now, when we were discussing this last week, right, some little information for the behind the scene now, you were talking about 3D printing, and I was like, yes, let's talk about it. And then you touched on an example. Somebody made this into like a mini business.
Yeah. It's quite amazing. So I was at Lamatan just trying to, get a break.
Yeah.
And
holiday vibes.
Yeah, holiday vibes. And downstairs, they had a bit of a market day, and there was a lady using one of these printers.
Okay.
And she created a whole lot of these, these small little dragon things and a bit of toys and a few baskets. And she was making them and selling them at the same time, and she was getting a whole lot of crowd coming through because they can see the actual process, happening in front of her, and people were actually buying, So as a small, I was quite impressed with her, as a small business to make something happen for yourself. I mean, that's amazing. That's really amazing.
I mean, thinking out of the box, because like imagine a small kid going there and she's like, think of anything possible and I will make it real. It's like a whole magic trick. I would buy into that if I was a kid.
100%.
So you say small key rings and stuff like that?
Yeah, 100%. And to be honest with you, whatever you can imagine, you can design it. And once you design it, you can be able to print it out.
It's like a whole world, that VR world.
Yeah.
This is a 3D printer world, and I am so invested in it. I want to get one. Okay, let's talk about the process of making such a thing. Now, we spoke about the filament. Let's go there. Let's talk about the other types of filaments that they do have.
Yeah, so there's a whole list of type. I mean, one of the practical ones are ABS filaments. When I say practical, there is a company, you can check it on TikTok and YouTube. They are called Silver Edge in Johannesburg.
Okay.
So they actually scan a broken part, maybe the left side of your Ford Capri, of a bumper. They scan it using the scanning tool and be able to put it into the program and make the right side as well. And not just make it on the program, they'll be able to print it out, color code it, and match it as well. And you've got your full bumper there.
So basically, you fix the car with a 3D printer.
100%. I mean, they do small little things for the inside as well. For outside, you're missing vents. That's super amazing of how they could use a 3D printer and bring it out to a practical environment.
Endless possibilities.
And be able to charge for it as well and make it look so. It's beautiful, man.
That's insane and crazy and so cool at the same time. Got a comment coming on TikTok. One of our listeners, a cyclist, he was in an injury for a cycle race, right? And he was telling another listener, I can print a new shoulder for myself. Has there been everything in the medical field?
100%. Yes, they have been down in Cape Town.
Serious?
They actually used the 3D printer.
Are they creating prosthetics?
Yeah, with a thicker filament.
Oh, wow.
And they was actually able to build, you certain items, medical items. Obviously your prosthetics and so forth as well.
Damn.
So yeah, I've seen that happen. I've heard of it as well. And they actually do. It's a reality. I mean, I chat with the people at the university and at medical school, as well as Westville campus as well. And it's a reality. It does happen.
So there you go, Mario. You possibly can get a brand new shoulder. I mean, with a 3D printer. Now, we touched a little base on the process of creating these a little earlier when we started off, right? So the machine at your store right now, this is the entry level 4.5. It's Creality. It comes with a filament. It's let's talk about the process. Laptop into it. What happens after? There's a machine just got like an AI that does its own thing, so 20 minutes, and then your product is out.
They actually make it. It actually is as like what you said.
It's
just simple and easy. Like for instance, this type of the basket that I had now. It's already there. It's the design is there. You just say click, and then you again install it or load it onto a memory stick or straight into the printer itself via USB, and then say print like a normal printer, like how you'd print
that's crazy,
a document.
And on the machine, do you do anything there? Because I mean, for somebody who's looking at it for the first time, it does look a bit complex. Do you have to like how sewing machine is? You have to run through the cotton, through the needle?
Well, with the tech it has at the moment, it'll we moved certain things now, so once you put it on, it actually collaborates itself.
Does it?
Yeah, so it actually takes about 10 minutes and it sets itself up. The motors you see start working, trying to get it or trying to recognize the environment and get it set properly, and then from there it shoots
Yeah,
out.
I'm not gonna lie. This is by far the coolest gadget we've ever spoken about on Tech Tuesday. Damn. Now I'm sure you have. This is entry level. I'm sure you have more that can do more things. Let's talk about the timing before we get to the more things. A small keychain. How long would you think that would take? How long you reckon?
This particular printer here, you're looking at taking about 50 or 40 to 50 minutes for a small keychain.
I mean that's
The other printers, as you go more expensive, can go up to about 20,000 rands. They're
Yes.
much more faster.
okay.
With a larger tray, a larger base, I would
So
say.
you can make bigger things.
Bigger things, 100%. So much more faster, bigger things, and then you get some, like this has one spool on it. You get some one spool, I mean one color.
Yes.
attached. You get some whereby there's almost like a bread tin compartment type of thing that attaches to it inside.
Wow! Look
and
at
you
that.
put multiple colors in them, and then you can print out things in color, basically.
That is amazing, man. I still can't believe I'm holding something that was created by a 3D printer. Whereas if you go to the shop, you can do it for yourself, guys. Your mom needs a Tupperware. Just 3D print it.
Yeah, 100%.
Just 3D print it.
I was at the university again at mechanical engineering, and
What did they do?
So they were printing a particular dampener for, real work for the electrical cables that we're running at the moment. So they
What?
test, yeah. So what they said, they need something to be able to, they need to make something as quick as possible to see how it clamps, how it clamps onto the line and so on.
Uh-huh.
And these days the mold, if you had go the old route, the mold takes longer to make, and there's a couple of weeks and so on. Now here they use CAD. When I introduced this, they used CAD. They designed it, and within that day, they printed out a prototype. So
Wow.
in this way, you could fail faster, but also succeed faster. Because
I
now
like
instead
that,
of
actually, yeah.
making a prototype, sending it across, getting a metal mold made, and then making a metal product, here you can actually be able to use a proper filament, make a prototype.
Yeah.
And
So not just your own business, you can possibly make your own product in the long run.
yeah, 100%.
You can invent something for the first time using a 3D printer. So the possibilities are endless for you if you grab one today at Incredible Connection. Once again, this one going right now, Creality for 4,500 Rand. If you are not getting your kid this for Christmas, you are doing something wrong, parents. Like, you are legit doing something wrong. I am personally going to be looking into getting one for myself because, look at it. You've got... How many gadgets did you bring along? Like 7 things?
Yeah,
So we've got a basket, we've got a little dinosaur that moves, we've got a keychain of a shark that moves, we've got a sign, which is AMG if I'm not mistaken, we've got X and O's, we've got like an ornament piece, we've got a vase. Guys, you can do anything. Anything you want, you can create. Even if it's not an actual thing, you can make it an actual thing and then make money out of it. Ricardo, once again, I just want to say thank you, man. This is incredible. I love talking technology with you. I know we're going to do it again next week. We'll talk off air of what's coming up next week. I know you've got lots of things in your store and we've got lots of things to talk about. But if you want to get yours right now, Incredible Connection is at the Gateway Theatre of Shopping, right? Shop F62, if I'm not mistaken.
G50 now.
G50.
New
You guys have
store,
moved.
Bigger,
There we go.
Brilliant looking.
And you can also check out the website, www.incredible.co.za. Ricardo, shout out, man.
Perfect, 100%.
How long to print like a mic stand or something?
A mic stand?
I'm kidding. That'd be so cool. I'm just thinking of how many ways, if we get one year in studio, I can make anything and everything, like a camera stand, a TikTok stand. Ooh, endless possibilities. I'm going to chat to the CEO right now while we play some music.